good, beer is good, beer is good, and stop.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this episode of The Beer Chasers. I'm Preston. We're joined once again by Mike Peterson from At The Bar Podcast. Mike, how's it going?
Good, good.
And we're also joined by Taylor, brand ambassador here at Jdub's in Sarasota. Taylor, how's it going?
Fantastic.
Awesome. So thank you for having us out here. We're super excited to check out the facility, which we're going to get to that. We're going to check out the brew house here that's behind us. We're going to taste some of their beers, talk to Taylor about the history of Jdub. So, gentlemen, are you ready to go?
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Let's drink some beer. All right, so as mentioned in the intro, we are here with Taylor, brand ambassador of Jdub's. So if you could, just tell us a story about Jdub's. How long have you guys been brewing? Kind of what's the story behind the name? Give us the scoop.
Yeah, well, so Jdub's is a brainchild of Jeremy Jorger. He started brewing in Santa Rosa when he was just a young lad ready to go into the military. He started brewing, what year was that? I'm not quite sure exactly the year.
I think it was 2003 or something like that,
Yeah.
2002.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
around
I was 12 years old. I wasn't drinking yet, but he started his brewing in Santa Rosa, surrounded by obviously some of the best beers in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Russian River. He was drinking Sierra Nevada Pale Ale since
some
he
tough
was
company.
underage. Yeah,
That's a good start.
Yeah, right. And he found a love for it. He wasn't very good at it, but he enjoyed it, much like cooking for me. But that's where he kind of started his whole, his craft beer, I guess, relationship. And then he eventually he joined the military and was in Washington, D.C. for quite some time, wearing a suit and tie behind a computer, looking up in a coffee shop right across the street from D.C. Bra, which is a brewery up in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, Bra.
Yeah, Bra. D.C. Bra. And he just wanted to do that. He didn't like wearing the suit and tie behind the computer, and he just wanted to do what he loved. So he basically got up and quit, took off his suit and tie.
Right then and there, huh?
Pretty much.
Nice.
And he left a very cushy job, 6-figure salary, to basically throw it all into this place, which we're riding that wave right now. It's been 3 years. We opened in February 2014. And we've been doing what we love ever since. Not
Awesome.
looking back.
Awesome.
Very cool. So why Sarasota? So where's Sarasota play into this?
So Jeremy was living up in Washington with his wife, Kelly, and Kelly's father, Raul, lived down in Sarasota. And there was actually no real craft beer in Florida other than Cigar City. Mm-hmm. There were some other little breweries as well, but there was no real presence in Sarasota. And he basically it was too perfect. And it was sunny always, and he's like, that void needs to be filled. So he jumped on it, and I think he moved down here in 2012 mm-hmm. or 2013, and we opened our doors a year and a half, 2 years later.
It's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, and I think it's a good call too, because Sarasota is pretty touristy, so there's a lot of traffic, a lot of people.
Yep.
And Florida in general is becoming a brew central kind of visitor state, so people are traveling to Florida to visit breweries. People are going to go to Tampa. Sarasota is not too far away.
Right, we're an hour south, and we've got 6 breweries now, 6.5 if you count some brew pubs. Mm-hmm. But we opened our doors in February 2014. Our 3-year will be in a couple months, and we've grown immensely from just a little, 2 tanks, 2 of these little tanks behind me, to we've got 6 30-barrel fermenters and 2 60s. So we've just been no looking back.
Yeah, so you're talking about the brew setup. Can you talk a little bit more about that, kind of what your brew schedule looking like? You guys Monday through Friday, you just brewing a couple days a week?
Yeah, so the tap room's open Monday through Sunday, Monday to Monday, pretty much.
7 days a week.
7 days a week, yeah. We're here. Monday to Monday. They brew twice a day on the brew days, which is probably 2 to 3 times a week, depending on what needs to be filled. We brew on our 3-barrel little pilot system once a week at least, depending on what we can actually fit in the fermenters.
Sure.
But we have 2 beers released every week, Tuesday and Friday. So there's always something new going on. These guys are not, walking around with their thumb up their butt or anything like that.
Sure.
There's always something to do, always something to clean. They stay busy for sure.
Well, as anybody who's watched the homebrewing segment know, I mean, homebrewing or brewing in general is like 80% cleaning.
Yep.
And then there's like 10% waiting, or maybe it's like 40, 40, 20. 40% waiting, 40% cleaning, and 20% like doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So kind of an estimate, how many barrels are you guys doing a year?
This year, our goal is right under 10,000.
Okay.
That's a lot, yeah.
So that's like kind of a cool little,
Good milestone.
Milestone, sure,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
So you guys contract brew out of Brew Hub, right?
Correct. Yep.
'Cause-
All of our cans that you get is from Brew Hub. All the draft, all the bottles is from this brewery right here.
So you're pretty much distro beers or out of Brew Hub
Yep.
to keep up. Because when I
Just
walked
canning.
in here, yeah.
Yeah.
When I walked in, I'm like, there is no way that they can do all of that. Because I was expecting like a big like warehouse facility.
Yeah.
And I walked in, I'm like, there's no way they can do all of this
Yeah.
with what they have here.
So-
oh man, they're at Brew Hub.
Yep. We used to can here, and it was a little like 3-head. I forget what the name of the a cask. I think it was cask systems, but it took us like 8 hours, or not 8 hours. Let's say a hard 6 hours to do like 2.5 pallets. And it was
Wow.
3 people on it, manning it at all times, and it was just manual, just the same noises, and it's just
Very repetitive.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad.
I'd kill myself.
We'd
If
wake
you're going to
up.
offload anything, it's that process,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
industrialization of it.
Yeah.
Paying 3 employees, you're not even getting, like 3 pallets is nothing. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
essentially, it's not a lot.
Sure.
So we're like, you know what? Let's do Brew Hub because we need to get on the shelves and we need our beer out there.
Yeah.
And we just couldn't facilitate it here. So they're doing all of our canning now, which
Awesome.
they're doing, I don't know, 3 pallets in like 40 minutes or
Your entire
something
day
like
is
that.
done for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's crazy.
With a push of a button, they're doing huge 100-barrel batches of everything, and they're just
So-
go.
It's kind of impressive. I know we were talking a little about it earlier. Just you guys opened in 2012, it was, or 13?
14.
14. But so
14.
2014, even crazier. That you guys are already like full distribution. You've got contracts with Brew Hub. Like, so what's that process been like? How have you gone from like startup essentially to distro in 2 years?
So I've been here since the beginning, since before the doors open. It's really cool to see us, grow and blossom, and to think there's only like 13 people behind the scenes of this,
impressive.
this whole statewide brewery. It's really cool. Big pat on the back to all of our team, our brewers, the taproom guys. We've got one guy running around the whole state, Jason, and he's doing a killer job. But yeah, it's been real cool to see, like, especially the craft beer industry itself just emerge out of the wasteland of Florida, and we're lucky to be one of the top breweries, I think, in the state right now,
Yeah,
which is awesome.
It's crazy because it's like 2 years, and again, we're obviously in Sarasota, but I can get you up in Tarpon Springs. Mike sees you in Orlando.
Yep.
I know
Right.
Adam, who's with us here today, is up in that area, in the Ocala area. So I mean, you guys are definitely statewide distro in such a small time. So I think it speaks volumes not only to your operation, but the quality of the beer, right? Because
Yeah.
if you're not serving good beer,
It's
people are going to
not.
buy it. They're not going to order it. So I mean,
Absolutely.
you guys have got
Yeah.
great stuff.
Yeah.
So that is kind of one of your mottos, right? There's a quality, innovation, and what was it exactly?
Culture.
Yep.
Yep.
Innovation, quality.
Quality, innovation, culture is
Right.
kind of our cornerstones. There's only 3 corners, so it's a little weird, but no, it works.
Pillars. We call them pillars. 3 pillars.
3 pillars. Yeah. I mean, quality of the beer first. If we don't like it, if it's not up to our standards, we're dumping it.
Love it. I love hearing that.
We've dumped 3 batches, luckily, knock on wood. But yeah, it's pretty much it. If it's not good, we're not going to put it out, and we're not going to hide it with something. We're not going to add more hops to it or more
You're not
chocolate.
going to add
or-
vanilla.
Yeah, we're not adding vanilla.
Coconuts, vanilla, cinnamon.
Yeah.
We've got a mango doppelbox today. With mango
vanilla.
Marzen.
Yeah.
Vanilla and coconuts.
Right.
No, it's not extract.
Very cool.
And then the innovation is just, we want to do different stuff. We have a Dandelion Rye IPA that's sitting in front of us. We've got a milk chocolate porter that's been killing it for us. Just trying to do different stuff. That also goes into with our events that we have here at the tap room, where we got food truck rallies once a month. We got yoga
Awesome.
on the weekdays, run club, beer and cheese pairing.
Ooh, okay.
A lot of those.
I want to check one of those out for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, if some people may not know, but Jdub's was recently named the fastest growing brewery in the entire state of Florida.
Yes.
This industry of Florida that's booming, that's skyrocketing in terms of not only breweries, but like beer being made by those breweries.
Yeah.
To little Sarasota, Florida being named the fastest growing has to like mean like a ton
Yeah.
to not only you guys, but the area of Sarasota
The
and then
industry
us within the
itself.
industry.
Yeah.
Correct.
The community of, when we started, there was us, Darwin's, Big Top, and Motorworks.
Those are all very good.
And now we all opened pretty much the same year, and we've all been lucky enough to have a great. I mean, this industry, or just in this area, it's all pretty much the same. I'd say same 300 people, and they're all awesome. They really embraced everybody here, and it's just been a really good, I can't even express how much it's been such a positive.
Yeah.
And again, we were talking off camera. That's why I love doing this, because it is such a great community. Even it's still strange to me to this day that you wouldn't have McDonald's and Burger King collaborating on a new burger,
right?
But you have breweries all four of you guys could get together and make an awesome beer, and serve it at just two of the tap rooms, or even just one of the tap rooms. And everybody's like, hey, no problem, man. Just as long as our name's on it, and you give us some credit, we're cool about that.
Yeah.
So before we dive into the beers we have in front of us, I do want to touch one more point on quality, and just almost as a thank you. I've had some of your beers already, and I've learned in the past, pre-screen the brewery first before you go in there, because you don't want to poo-poo on them while you're there, which I've had to do kind of once. But no, I really strongly love the quality aspect, and Mike and I have talked about this a bunch of times on his podcast and my show, that I think quality of the craft is missing from a lot of these smaller operations where anybody can kind of get into home brewing, and I'm not saying anybody can secure funding for the equipment to open up a place.
Yeah.
But it's not that difficult to make a 3 out of 5 beer. That's an IPA. You got some hops in there. You're doing okay, but your beers that I've had so far are all above those 3s, and you can tell the quality of the craft is actually there.
Right.
So I just want to touch on that again for people who haven't tried Jdubs. These are always well-crafted quality beers. I haven't had one that's just no, it might not be a style I don't like, but it's still well-crafted, and I can appreciate it and say, hey, man, that's a well-crafted beer. I might not like it, but you might like it.
Yeah. Right. And that I give all to our head brewer, Matt Tucker, him and our lead brewer, Evan Casala. Those guys they love what they do, and you can tell just in the liquid itself.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. So we have 4 beers in front of us. I think we have 2 of your flagships and 2 kind of special one-offs up here for the brewery. Can you talk us through what we have today?
Yeah. So on the left side, you're right.
I want to start with this. We'll go through them, I guess.
Yeah. We have our poolside Kolsch. This guy just won a gold medal in the U.S. Beer Open 5 months ago, 6 months ago. It's a German-style Kolsch.
Yeah.
And I
always refer to the Kolsch, and I don't mean it in a demeaning way. It's like Germany's Budweiser. This is your light, clean, crisp, not super hop, very easy drinking beer.
Yep,
right.
I agree.
I don't think that's bashing. It's an admirable comparison.
And I'll be honest, I've had this one before, and the first time I had it was one of the first Kolsch's I ever had, and this is what got me interested in the style. So, it's, again, a good kudos. It was so good. I'm like, wow, I didn't know that's what a Kolsch was. Those are great.
Yeah.
So, awesome. So, cheers, gentlemen.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. I already had a sip, I'm not going to lie.
No problem. God, it's fantastic, man. So light, crisp.
You can even smell. You can smell it on the nose too of the Kolsch.
And it's so flavorful. It's got such a huge hit of flavor. I'm not sure. Is that the yeast that's given that super?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. The yeast and obviously the grains in it, the hops play a big part in that. The German style stuff. So yeah, like I said, we won gold in it, and we didn't even know we won.
Nice.
We didn't even know we won. We were actually the owner and I, BK, who you met earlier, and who else was there? Crap, I forget. Anyways, we're eating brunch. We had a brunch meeting thing, and we're sitting around, and I get a text from one of my beer buddies, and he's like, "Yo, dude," he's like, "You guys just won a gold medal," and I'm like, "Huh?" And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, "All right, let me Google search it," and I look it up, and I'm like, Jeremy, we won a medal finally, like crap, And everyone's just you couldn't even. His face was he was so stoked.
Yeah.
He was so happy to finally be recognized.
I know the feeling. I've got a couple silvers on the homebrew level, and I haven't got that gold yet. But just knowing that even place. I never enter expecting to win anything. I just want the judges' feedback to hear. So when you get that in the mail that you got a silver, you're like, what? I just wanted some feedback.
Right.
I almost won the damn thing.
You got feedback, all right.
Very cool.
It's cool. Matt Tucker, our brewer, he just enters stuff in. He doesn't tell us because I'd rather be surprised than be hoping to get something, but you can't go into it like that anyways. But
very cool. So I love this beer. This poolside is amazing. About as close to a 5 out of 5 in style as you're going to get, especially outside of Germany, for sure. Someone who hasn't been brewing this for a couple hundred years already.
Right. I think Kolsch is very underestimated as a style.
I love it. I definitely want to brew one of these.
Yeah.
So
what we got next?
What we got next is the Wee Heavy.
Okay.
This guy is called Damn Good Wee Heavy.
Okay.
This is kind of our homage to our first head brewer, Tom Harris.
Okay.
He's from Long Trail, and
Color on that.
just
wow.
really, this was his favorite style. This is probably our, probably 10th batch, 10th different.
Okay.
We always try to tweak it a little bit. This one actually we thought was one of the best ones we've done yet thus far. We've got it available in bottles in the tap room. We've got some aging in a Knob Creek barrel right now.
Nice.
Which is going to be like, I can't wait. It's already like almost 10%.
That's good.
Good malty,
That's very good.
backbone. Like,
I love wee heavies, and not a lot of people do them well. A lot of times they're very thin and watery. They kind of have like the big malt taste, but with the weird watered down. But this
Or they're like really boozy.
Yeah.
Almost undrinkable.
Yeah, this is nice. It's definitely very approaching thick. I mean, I love the mouthfeel on it. Very heavy.
Yeah.
Now,
Flavorful.
What else is in the wee heavy? Is it just kind of a regular wee heavy, or is there something else ingredient-wise in there?
This is just your base.
Simple.
Wee heavy.
Okay.
Straight wee heavy.
Straight to
That's
the
great.
style.
It comes out good, yeah.
This isn't something that is in stores. This is something Brew Hub only or
No, just
in-house
here.
only. I mean,
Yep. We have it on tap and then in bottles as well.
Is this pretty regular or
Yeah,
in rotation? Or?
Yeah, we try to at least have one wee heavy available.
Okay.
Like I said, we have bottles of it, so we got probably over 10 cases of bottles left over from this batch.
Yeah.
Nice.
So once that kind of depreciates or leaves the tap room, we'll brew another one and just keep going with it.
Cool.
Yeah, it's definitely another style I want to attempt
digging it.
this year somewhere in my brew schedule.
Nice. We had a home brewer guy who he actually got the little tips and tricks from our old brewer to
Nice.
make it, and he's trying to replicate it. He always brings it in. He's like, try this one.
Yeah.
And he keeps going a little smokier sometimes, less smokier.
Yeah.
He's always tweaking it and stuff. A lot of fun.
Yeah, I know it's an interesting concept because I think traditionally they don't have smoke, but I think the Americans put smoke, and then like, so depending on where you read anything homebrewing,
Right.
anybody's ever done it, it's like you go to a forum and it's like, you never get the answer you want. It's
Right.
always like a side conversation, but still some of that side conversation leads to some interesting kind of concepts and ideas. Good, great. All right, we got a rye IPA.
Yes, this is Dandelion Rye IPA.
Okay.
So I was sitting with our lead brewer Evan at the our office. It's just a table in the tap room, and we're trying to just think of just these random, not random, but these cool, innovative beers that we could potentially brew. And I was like, dude, let's do like a flower or something. And like, we finally got into like dandelion, and then I'm like, what about add some rye in there? It'd be like greeny and the rye kind of spice thing, and then just making an IPA. And we're just like, all right, so. I mentioned it, 4 weeks later. I didn't even know he brewed it. And he comes in, he's like, try that. He's like, what is that, man? Like, we just got rid of all of our left on Lido Pale Ale. So all of the guys drink the Pale Ales usually.
Yeah.
So we're like fiending for another Pale Ale to drink. So he's like, I'm going to make this. And he brought it to me and I drank it and I was like, what is that, dude? He's like, that's the Dandelion Rye. I'm like, what? He actually did it? I was like, hell yeah,
Yeah,
man.
so there is dandelion in here.
Yeah,
You guys brew
dandelion
with-
greens.
Okay.
So it's like the leaf of the
Okay.
dandelion thing. But yeah, I think it's one of our favorite beers that we've made.
It's very interesting. Mike
yeah.
and I, admittedly, not the biggest IPA fans. I mean, I enjoy them. It's just there's so many out there, and everybody has one. And You've had so many of them. Your palate kind of gets burned out on them. Definitely has like an interesting dank or funk to it, like hop-wise. Is it like something like Simcoe or something, or like I don't.
I'm not sure.
one of those-
I'm not sure the hop.
It smells like an
earthy.
IPA. Like
Yeah.
you go and you smell like, wow, this is a potent
Yeah.
IPA. But when you drink it, the rye, you get the hop, the bitterness, but the rye really cuts it. But it leaves that like rye linger. Like
Yeah.
I am digging this a lot.
Yeah.
It's really great, actually,
Yeah.
for sure. And like Mike said, super pungent in the smell.
Yeah.
Like you know what you're about to drink, but then it doesn't assault your palate.
Right.
That's
Right.
what we enjoy IPAs that are a little more balanced. And again, it's got a big bitter hit, but it's not like
It doesn't
not-
leave.
it's not
It's not
a
dry
palate
or
wrecker.
like
Right.
weird. Like, okay, I can only take
Very,
two
this is
sips
very
of that.
an East Coast inspired, I should say. But you gotta like rye to like this beer.
Yeah.
I like rye.
Yeah.
And the rye is very much in there.
yeah,
So
definitely.
this is great. I love that.
Yeah, like I said, we've been the guys. That's all we drink. It was actually the last half barrel.
Oh, no.
I think he wants
Oh,
to
no.
sneak it into a 15-barrel batch, so we have a
nice.
lot more of it. Maybe
Nice.
put out in a distro.
Awesome.
Oh, cool.
But I don't want to, I
You
don't
heard
want
it
to
here,
promise
folks.
anything.
You heard it
Yeah.
here. You didn't hear it. You heard
You
it.
gotta bleep that out now.
Very cool. So what we have left is
Last
the
but
Bell
not
Cow.
least.
I'm very familiar with this one, but super excited to try this today because this is the Nitro Bell Cow.
Nitro, yes, sir. So this was like our little, kind of our sleeper the past year. We've had it in cans. We've had it on just CO2, and then we're just like, let's try it on Nitro. I mean, it can't be bad. We did like a one. Excuse me. Like a
Let it
one
out.
keg. Yeah, right. We did a one keg on Nitro. We had it on. It kicked that day. We had a whole half barrel of it,
Wow.
and that was our #1 beer that day. And we're like, we should just continue to do this. So we had it on CO2 and Nitro for the longest time, and then we just completely switched over to Nitro. So you only find this really moving forward on draft on Nitro, and it's just I mean, it speaks for itself. Chocolatey, sweet.
Yep.
Yeah, this
Nitro
is-
gives it so much good creaminess.
I'm gonna go into it real quick.
Fantastic.
I mean, I think, I was working at a bar when Jdub's kind of hit Orlando. But in my experiences, this beer here is what shot you guys straight up.
Yeah, I think
to
so,
being
too.
like, oh, Jdub's, oh, they're new, oh, culture's good. But this right here, like, blew everybody's mind. Hey, did you have the bell cow? Oh my God, it's so great. Oh,
Yeah.
People taking pictures. Oh, I got bell cow. Oh my God.
Great on Nitro. So I'll admit,
Everything's better on
my
Nitro.
favorite chocolate stout was always Moohoo by Terrapin.
Yes.
But it was very seasonal. So
Yeah.
once the season ended, I was so upset. But then I saw this on the store shelves. I'm like, okay, it's another milk chocolate stout. I'll try it. And I'm not afraid to admit that this has now replaced Moohoo, and it's around year round. So I'm super excited about that. Nice super hit of chocolate. I mean, it's no shortness of chocolate,
Right.
and not that bitter kind of cocoa nib.
Baker's chocolate.
Chocolate.
It's milk chocolate.
Yeah.
It's just like in the name.
Yeah.
We can't say it, but we get the milk chocolate from a place in Pennsylvania. So we
Oh,
can't
I
really-
see it kind of off camera. Yeah.
Heresy or something like that, or something you can find in the store. So I know I've tried using a little bit of cocoa powder before, but I think it's something. After trying this and kind of being inspired by this, I'm going to start trying to use some of that instead of just cocoa nibs. That's generally the go-to.
Yeah.
But the more you add it, you just get more of that bitter chocolate. It's
Right.
not quite that
Exactly.
creamy
The
milk chocolate you're
lactose
looking for.
helps
I mean,
out too.
everything's better on Nitro. And like, if you do a milk chocolate beer, why would you not do it on Nitro
Right.
eventually? And it just brings everything out on Nitro. Anything chocolate. That's really loud.
That's really loud. That'll
That's
pick
the
up.
compressor.
So maybe we'll cut for a moment. We'll be right back. All right, and we're back. The compressor is off, so I know we're finishing up the bell cow here. Super big hits of chocolate. You get a little bit of the lactose sweetness there. Great beer. I mean, it's available statewide.
Yep.
Awesome stuff. I definitely recommend it if you like chocolate milk stouts.
Absolutely.
So awesome. Thank you so much for allowing us to try
Yeah,
this.
man.
These two ones are awesome. Again, the Brewing only ones are great. I've always loved Kolsch. I love the bell cow. I mean, everything out here is fantastic. Everything I've had.
Yeah.
So,
I finished my Kolsch.
As we're getting ready to wrap this thing up, let's talk about looking forward for Jdubs. Kind of what's in the future.
Yeah, man. So we're statewide of Florida right now in distribution. We are looking to hit Georgia soon. Soonish is a good little
Look out, GA.
way to put that in there.
Hold your
But
peaches.
yeah, I can't wait to finally get up to Georgia. Maybe we can take some road trips and do some events and stuff up there. I love Georgia. It's a beautiful place. But that's something we're looking forward to. We've got our big 3-year anniversary we're planning right now. That'll be in February, February 11th. We're doing a big beer fest. Florida, it's called kind of like Joe's versus Pros.
I'm so upset about this.
So we're doing a homebrew versus like the big dogs, and we're going to see
Good idea.
who's coming to the plate, who's going to bring the best beer. The public will get to vote on it. It'll be at the Sarasota Fairgrounds. You can definitely enter if you want.
I so badly
Got
want
you
to,
in.
but my homebrew roots start in Volusia County, and every year there's a Land Craft Beer Festival that we go to.
yeah.
February 11th.
February 11th. I'm still like a
course.
toss up in my mind. A buddy of mine may or may not be starting up a brewery, so we're going to kind of go out there under the brewery banner to kind of help promote. But
Nice.
on the homebrew level, this is a much more interesting event for me, so I'm
Yeah.
still a toss up. But yeah, some more details about that. Sounds like an amazing event.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
So yeah, we're doing it's a beer festival at Sarasota Fairgrounds this year. We used to have it here, but we're going big.
Yeah, let's go
this
big.
time.
Yeah, go big or
Might as
go
well,
home.
right? And so yeah, we're doing Bros versus Joes.
Mm-hmm.
You get to vote on your favorite beer. You vote on your favorite homebrew. Vote on your favorite overall like professional brewed beer. And then it's from I think like 1 to 5. I want to say.
So the winner is, what do they get? Is it just recognition or?
Good question. I'm not sure actually.
TBA.
Yeah,
TBD.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
to be determined. But we
Or announced.
We just put the event up on Eventbrite. It's on Facebook right now, and then probably Monday you'll probably see it on all your social medias.
God, I'm
We're
seriously thinking
pumping
about
out
it.
there.
Monday,
Send it in and see what happens.
Monday after this recording, not when this episode gets released.
Right.
I might have to send an ambassador down there just to serve for me.
It's possible.
To pour something. Cool.
But yeah, that's going down February 11th. I'm super excited. I can't believe it's been 3 years. Like I said, I've been here since the beginning, and it's incredible how fast time flies.
Buy your tickets. Come on.
Yeah,
yeah.
for real.
What are you waiting for?
Buy your damn tickets.
Mike, got anything before we wrap it up?
No, man, this has been great. Jdubs has always kind of piqued my interest. Never been to Sarasota, so this is a good experience, a good first time down here. Beers are great. I'm a big fan. Even your logo, I dig the logo here on the
The
table.
waves, man.
Yeah.
it's very much very Florida to me. So
Very much so.
I'm digging it.
Very cool. Well, Taylor, thank you for your time. Appreciate
Yes.
let's come out.
Thank you. It's cool.
Taking care of us. Great people, great location,
Great culture.
great beers, great culture, innovation, quality. As we say, the Beer Chasers, great, 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 great,
Grr.
great all around.
Grr.
All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up. I'm
yeah.
Preston, Mike, Taylor, for the Beer Chasers. We'll see you later.
See ya.
Beer is good, beer is good, beer is good. And stop. Beer is good, beer is good, beer is good. Let's go drink some beer.